Stars. We bring the game to you. Greetings and salutations, sports fans. Coming to you live tonight, it's Todd Edwards, along with my broadcast partner, Dew Jones.
He's on fire!
I really can't. We might switch it down here.
Shakalaka! He's heating up. He's on fire.
Good afternoon, sports fans. Todd Edwards coming to you live tonight from Coatesville Area High School, joined by my broadcast partner, Dude Jones, and behind us, well, you see the Central York boys basketball team warming up along with the Coatesville boys high school. Big matchup, game 3 here tonight, and I'll tell you, Dude, Central comes in with a 2-0 mark. Big win last night against Lower Dauphin. They're looking to continue the winning.
Yeah, absolutely. And Coatesville as well, coming in at 2-0 with big-time victories over Warwick and J.P. McCaskey. So it should be a really good match between both ball clubs. They're coached by former 2,000-point scorer John Allen, who's also won a state title in 2001 with Coatesville.
And not only that, he went on to have a great career at Seton Hall.
Yeah, and also
Big
played
East basketball. Big East basketball.
And also played across seas for a couple of years in the European League. And this is his 3rd year coaching here at Coatesville, so it should be a really good matchup tonight, Todd.
Yeah, it should be. We know about Central York, Greg Gettinger, the 1,000-point scorer, Ben Rill, Ben Natal, Ryan Brown Jr., Brooklyn Nace. How about Doug Laird Jr., the freshman? I mean, a lot of talent on this Central York basketball team. Yeah, can you talk a little bit about Coatesville and some of their players do tonight?
Yeah, Coatesville, some of their guys they're bringing back this year is going to be Dior Kennedy, the 6'3 guard, Zuri Harris, the 5'11 guard, and you have Amon Folks, the 6'1, and sophomore Larry Brown, listed at 6'7. So, you know, they got a really nice lineup.
And it'd be a nice matchup either against Ben Rill or Greg Gettinger there.
Yeah, and you also want to keep an eye on Marquise Peoples for Coatesville. He's going to be a guy who's going to get a lot of time. And they have a sharpshooter by the name of Jake Van Orden. So we want to keep an eye on Jake Van Orden. He's going to be their sharpshooter. He can shoot a lot of threes from deep.
It should be a great matchup. We're seconds away from player introductions. My broadcast partner, Dude Jones, yours truly. We're going to make our way up to the broadcast booth. Dude, pretty excited about this big tournament here.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll talk a little bit more. And we also already know about Central York and their big 3 with Greg Gettinger, Ben Natal, and Ben Rill. But they also have some balanced scoring going on with Ryan Brown Jr., Brooklyn Nace,
Doug Laird Jr., we mentioned him,
of course,
the
Saxon Sukanik. They have a very deep bench, so expect to see Central York use their bench tonight to come out with a big-time victory.
And as I mentioned, we're moments away from player introductions here. A spacious gym here at Coatesville High School, the home of the Red Raiders.
Yeah, it was somewhat of an hour-and-a-half drive to get down here, Todd, but it was well worth it. Got a chance to see some of the farmland and the Amish country as we came down here.
I ditto those thoughts. I went down through Holtwood Dam, Amish country, and Ryan Brown Jr. being introduced here to the fans.
And you can see the starters being introduced.
There's Ben Natal.
You never know. You never know.
There you have it, sports fans. The starting lineup for your Coatesville Red Raiders: Zuri Harris, Dior Kennedy, Marquise People, Lawrence Brown, and Amon Folks. And now the playing of our national anthem. And there you have it, sports fans, the playing of our national anthem, and we are moments away from tip-off here at Coatesville High School. Central York will be wearing their all-orange jerseys with their black numbers.
Go back to main camera.
Coatesville in their white jerseys with black numbers, and again, we are just moments away from tip-off here.
Oh, yeah, I know. You guys asked
At the Richard Hamilton Showcase Classic, our next game will feature St. Francis Academy versus West Catholic. A double header of action here this Saturday, live from Coatesville High School. Central comes in again with a 2-0 record after a big win against Lower Dauphin. A bit of the Road Warriors on the road last night at Lower Dauphin, and here in Coatesville in Chester County. Again, your starting five for Central York: Ryan Brown, Ben Natal, Greg Gittinger, Doug Layer Jr., and Ben Rill. And we are approaching tip-off in the third game here at Coatesville High School.
Yeah, Todd, and also we want to make sure we mentioned our sponsors here tonight. You're going to see their information at the lower third of our screen. We have 13 sponsors for our basketball season. It should be a really good it should be a really good season with a lot of games, 20 plus on our schedule.
Yes, and we are underway. Coatesville moving right to left on your TV screen.
It's going to be a nice matchup between the
Fultz
guards.
with the
We
ball.
know that Coatesville has a lot of good guards, and we know a little bit about Central York guards as well. A little miscommunication downhill, switches.
Nice shot there by number 0, Zuri Harris.
And Zuri Harris, that's a guy we're going to hear about quite often throughout this game. You see Doug Layer Jr. with the ball, only a freshman.
Yeah.
Starting on the 6A team, ball out to the sophomore, and they're playing tight defense.
That's 0 versus 0 there. Zuri Harris matched up with Ryan Brown Jr. and a turnover there by Central. Will be Coatesville's possession. First time these two teams have ever played, and a storied history between
Wow.
these two teams.
I did not know that.
That was information provided to us by the public address announcer, Dave Berman, pregame.
Did not know that. It's going to be a good early season matchup between both these ball clubs. Like I said, they may see each other somewhere down the road as well. So this is nice to see them get together right now and see what they can get out of this. And you got to battle on the boards. And that's something we've seen Central York. You know, they score points in bunches, but they need to have some defensive stops. We know they like to trade buckets with teams sometimes in the first quarter, but they start buckling down somewhat in the second quarter.
Well,
but they got to play tough.
I had a chance to talk to assistant coach Gary Sutton pregame. He mentioned about defense. You know, lots of times defenses win championships. That's a focus for Coach Sutton and this team for Central York.
And you see Ben Natal with the ball.
Dior Kennedy foul on the foul there for Coatesville. Central will maintain possession. Greg Gittinger, the inbound passer.
Really tight on-ball defense so far from the guards for Coatesville. There's a cut.
Down low to Ben Natal. And Ben Natal, first points for Central.
Way to work the offense. Great job of being patient and waiting for something to pop open. Great shot from Ben Natal. Great pass from Greg Gittinger. And we're all knotted up 2-2 early in the first quarter. And this is a battle of speed on speed here, Todd.
The kick out. And Zuri Harris kind of trying to calm his team down here offensively.
Zuri Harris, that's their guy. And that's a nice handoff in the corner.
Big three by Marquise Peoples, a senior for the Red Raiders. Ben Natal thought about it, drives to the net. You see Lawrence Brown for Coatesville, 6'7", number 3 for Coatesville. You'll see him matched up a lot with Greg Gittinger and Ben Rill down low in the post. Coatesville maintains possession.
You have 6'7" Larry Brown versus 6'8" Ben Real there in the post, and that's going to be a nice matchup to feature throughout this game. And again, Coatesville is a very patient team, was in the Elite 8 last year in the 6A championship.
Yeah, I tell you, you give Central credit. There's no cupcake scheduled here. I know
no.
They have Archbishop Wood next Saturday.
Yep.
I mean, I think Father Judge is on their schedule as non-conference matchups.
Yes, sir.
To be the best,
you have to play the best.
Play the best, as the nature boy Ric Flair once said.
Absolutely. That's a little screen and roll. It's going downhill. There's a steal. Got to get the ball up, and he does.
Off the rim there by getting her three-point attempt. Coatesville up 5-2 right now, early in the first quarter. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars.
Don't expect this to be a high-scoring contest. This is going to be a grudge match for defense. These guys are going to go at it on the defensive end. Turnovers are very key. Both these teams like to get turnovers and score points in transition. See Ben Natal with the ball.
Oh, and wow, and a steal there by number 12, Amon Folks, the junior, 5'11" junior.
And we spoke about the guard work between both ball clubs. Both ball clubs have really good guards out there, so it's going to be a great matchup.
There it is.
Good job from Doug Laird Jr.
Doug Laird
Only
Jr.
a freshman, creating some stuff off the dribble.
And there's a turnover. Central now with the ball. Ryan Brown to Ben Natal.
That's a nice assist.
Put in, yes.
Great steal, nice assist for Ryan Brown Jr., but that's a nice layup from Ben Natal.
3:56 remaining.
And Doug
here
Laird
in
Jr.
the
is
first quarter.
picking up another foul. That's 2 quick fouls for Doug Laird Jr. in the first quarter.
And we're early, fairly speaking, here in the first quarter. Something to keep an eye on as this game progresses, too. Now checking in for Central, number 10, Ryan Jackson, who in that Reading game had, I believe, unofficially 9 points in that game.
And checking in the game right now is Brooklyn Nace, Ryan Jackson, and also Saxon Sukanik for Central York.
Number 3, Saxon Zukanik, making his way from the football field to the hardwood, much like Brooklyn Nace. A 1-point lead for Coatesville, 7-6.
Central York using that trap.
Oh, there's a, yeah.
And that's an offensive call.
On
Offensive
Lawrence
foul
Brown.
called against Larry Brown.
Yeah. Pretty obvious from our vantage point here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Broadcast booth.
And the program is named Lawrence Brown, but we know him as Larry Brown. RJ with the ball. Ryan Jackson.
And Brooklyn Nace, we saw his prowess against Reading, scoring 23 points this past Tuesday. Ben Natal still in. Down low to Nace.
And threaded the needle with that pass.
Yes, he did. Nice move by Ben Natal.
And that's a great way to create a bucket for yourself. Great job from Ben Natal, showing the ball, stepped in for an easy layup.
Ben Natal makes it look so easy going to the net.
And that gives Central York their first lead of the game at 8-7. Saxon Sukanik.
Oh, off the foot of Saxton Zukanik. It will be Coatesville's possession.
And you can see the fans are starting to file in here, Todd. It's going to be a packed house here tonight. And again, after this game, we're featuring West Catholic versus St. Francis.
Academy, yes. A heavyweight matchup there.
St. Francis rated number 7 in the state of Maryland.
Close out the tournament.
Great ball movement.
Rebound by Nace.
And he's a guard. He can bring the ball up.
Oh, and Central maintains possession. Coach Hoke always looks dapper with that orange tie and suit on, and again, he's sporting that tonight here in Coatesville. Ben Natal.
Ben Natal is finding some things out there.
There's getting her down low.
Ooh. And that's a jump ball call.
Down low to Sakanic. Kick out. An easy put in there for Ramon Folks. Gives Ramon 4 points tonight. And it gives Coatesville the lead 9-8 with just over 2 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter. Ben Natal with the ball. Matched up against Folks. Down low to Gettinger. Drives baseline. Swatted away.
And that was a late call.
Yes.
And it looks like Central York wants a goaltending call.
Marquise Peoples. Fouled. Greg, we were saying Greg Gettinger to the free throw line. This is his first opportunity for some points tonight, and he makes his first potentially 2 shots here.
Want to tell the fans, bear with us. As we go to each gym, we have to pretty much make accommodations for our cameras. We know the scoreboard camera is starting to shake a little bit. We'll move that momentarily.
There it is, 2 for 2 there. Greg Gettinger, who has over 1,100 points as a Central Panther. And Dewey's closing in on the mark held by Bob Keller, who has 1,252 points. I'm sure Greg will pass that during his senior year as a Panther.
Central York is in their zone.
3-point shot off the backboard. Gettinger with a rebound.
You got an outlet, get the ball down the court. And they're trapping. You got to get the ball out. Got to get the ball out. And they do.
And the bucket for Ramon Folks. 6 points. Ramon Folks, leading scorer for Coatesville. Ben Natal, Central's leading scorer with 6.
Looks like there's an injured player.
Yes, going on the training
for
table
Coatesville,
there.
number 0 for Coatesville.
That's Zuri Harris. He may have, not sure if he caught a finger in the eye, but he's being tended to by the training staff here.
And we know Zuri Harris is one of the main factors, main players for Coatesville, so they would like to get him back out on the court as soon as possible. As you can see, Coatesville is set up in a trap, full court press.
And they beat it. Down low to Ben Rill. Nice move,
For the
Ben
reverse. They got to get back on defense now. As you can see, Central York is not in a full court press, but somewhat of a trap. And that's a quick call, but that's a push-off.
Much to the dismay of number 1, Dior Kennedy, not happy with that call. 1:06 remaining here in the opening quarter. Timeout called by head coach Jeff Hoke of Central. And your score, Central York 12, Coatesville 11. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game to you this Saturday night, a little high school basketball. And we thank you for tuning in to Sports Shooting Stars, to the Richard Hamilton Showcase Classic. This is our first of 2 games that we'll be broadcasting this evening. Our next game will feature St. Francis Academy out of Maryland versus West Catholic out of Philadelphia. I know this game is creating a lot of interest back home in the YIAA area, featuring Central York. Not looking ahead, but Central's next game will take place next Tuesday as they will travel to Redline to take on the Lions. Ryan Brown Jr., the inbound passer, to Ryan Jackson. And we are back with just under a minute remaining here in the opening quarter. Brooklyn Ace, the kick out to Ryan Brown Jr. for 3, just and sinks it.
With contact, no call though.
No call, but sinks it. Ryan Brown Jr., his first points tonight. And that was a big one, gives Central a 4-point lead, 15-11, with under a minute remaining here in the opening quarter.
It's going to be very key for Central York to talk on defense. We know that Coastal likes to get some buckets and go straight off the ball to the lane.
Rebound by
It's a
Ryan
rebound.
Brown Jr.
About 20 seconds to go.
Kick out to Ryan Jackson. Gettinger deep for three and sinks it.
That's
Big
what he likes
shot
to
by
shoot.
Gettinger. That was a big three, dude.
Absolutely.
4.7 seconds remaining. Checking back in for Central, Saxton Sukanik as Ryan Brown Jr. will. No, it looks like Greg Gettinger will step out as Saxton Sukanik re-enters the game with 4.7 seconds remaining.
And the fans can give us a moment. We're going to change in the scoreboard camera. It was in the place where it was moving a lot because of the fans. And that's the way you want to start the first quarter for Central York. Coming out 18-11, up by 7 points, playing on the road against a tough Coatesville team. But as we know, Coatesville's not going to give up, though. It's a four-quarter game. They're coached by John Allen, and he knows about playing next-level basketball, and he does a great job with his squad.
Well, a 2001 graduate, as we mentioned, of Coatesville, a state champion here at Coatesville, and scored 2,372 points, and then went on to Seton Hall and had a great career at Seton Hall.
Yeah, and also Coatesville, they have a deep bench as well. They expect to see them go 8, 9, even 10 deep in this game here tonight. Have a lot of guys that know how to play basketball and high-level basketball, so they got a lot of experience. Expect to see 10 guys hit the floor tonight for John Allen's team.
Well, and for Central, I mean, we talk about their starting five, but you have Brooklyn Nace coming off the bench, Saxton Sukanik, Ryan Jackson, and we have yet to see Byron Pinkney. Now, we saw him Tuesday against Reading.
Yeah, Byron Pinkney, he's going to check into the game, number 22. This saw him go to the scores table, so he'll be checking in, the junior. I also want to make a correction. Coatesville does have one loss this year. They just recently lost to, I have it right here in my notes, to Constitution, a 2A school out of Philadelphia, 58-54.
Well, and to make fans aware of it back in YIAA, a lot of these teams are playing Philadelphia Public School. I mean, you know, that competition, as I like to say, there's not many cupcakes on the schedule here.
Not at all.
So when you see a team maybe go 13-5, you know, it's been a competitive season.
Well, you know, they've been battle tested when they go 13-5. Some of these teams are playing some top-notch competition. They're not just playing the neighborhood guys or the school across the street. They're playing some top-notch competition, and I love to see it. Beautiful gym here at Coatesville. The Ross Kersey gym. And that's their sharpshooter there, number 23. He likes to get buckets.
That's Jake Van Order, a senior.
And that's a big-time block from Byron Pinkney. We just spoke about Byron, number 22.
And coming in and making an impact here in the second quarter.
Listed at 6'2", but very lengthy, very long with his legs and his arms.
6'2". Coatesville maintains possession here with 7:38 to go before halftime.
And you see they have 6'7" Greg Gettinger on the outbound.
Deep three, makes it. That's Zuri Harris with 5 points.
Yeah, Zuri Harris is having a great first half so far. Right now, it's Central job to beat this trap that Coatesville has. They have to make some great plays to get past that trap. You got to get across the halfway point.
And Gettinger.
They got to kick it out.
Down low to Pinkney.
And there's openings for Central York. You know, when Coastal starts to trap, you got to understand that there's only 5 guys out there. So there's 2 guys on you, there's somebody open. So you have to get the ball out a little bit faster. But they can beat that trap if they do the ball movement the right way. But got to give Coastal a lot of credit as well. They're doing a great job with the trap and moving and getting to certain spaces and making it real hard for Central York to have those opportunities.
Gettinger now with 6 points, matching Ben Natal, co-leaders in scoring right now. In and out of the bucket.
And one guy moved.
A lane violation.
And these ain't York County, Adams County referees, so, you know, they have a different look. They have a different way of refereeing the game, so it's always interesting to see how they call the game once you're outside the county.
And Gettinger will get another opportunity here from the charity stripe and makes it. 7 points for Greg Gettinger, a D1 prospect for Central York. Under 7 minutes remaining before halftime. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game to you. Thank you for tuning in this Saturday night to high school basketball.
Great move to the bucket, off. Got to get the
Rebound
ball
by
out.
Gettinger.
They need to run, and they are.
Kicks it out. Pinckney. Down low. Nice pass. And there's Gettinger to clean it up.
And they got to get back on defense.
9 points for Greg Gettinger.
I want to let the fans know the score is 22-14. Central York is up by 8 points with 6 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the second quarter. We'll have the scoreboard camera up momentarily.
The kick out. Pinckney. That's Zuri Harris with the ball.
Zuri Harris, very nice with the ball, very crafty with the ball in his hand.
Drive to the net, swatted away by Ben Rill. And Lawrence Brown steps out of bounds, possession Central. And we talk about this Central York team, a very young team, only one senior on this roster, Bowden Peace. So this team obviously is going to go on a run this year, and they'll be back here for the next couple years. Ben Natal with the ball, directing traffic. Pinckney down to Gettinger as Gettinger drives to the net.
That's a goaltend.
5:45 remaining here before halftime. Your score, Central York 24. Coatesville 14, a 10-point lead for Central York.
And expect Coatesville to get back in motion now. They got their guys out there. They're starting 5. And that's one thing about Central York. They can pretty much have multiple different lineups out there. It's hard to match up with them because they have multiple different lineups. And right now they're trying to find something.
Yeah. And you can see the look on some of the Coatesville players and coaching staff. They're a bit frustrated now, right now with a timeout called with 5:16 to go before halftime. And Central York with the lead, 24-14. Greg Gettinger leads all scorers tonight with 9 points, followed by Ben Natal, who has 6 points. And then the leading scorer for Coatesville, Amon Folks, has 6 points. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game to you. Dew Jones, Todd Edwards, live from Coatesville, Pennsylvania, home of the Red Raiders. Our first foray here in Coatesville for Sports Shooting Stars. Richard Hamilton Classic.
Checking back in the game is Brooklyn Nace and also Ben Natal and Doug Lair Jr.
3-point shot made by Marquise Peoples. Gives Marquise Peoples 6 points tonight.
Ben Natal with the ball.
And a turnover there by Central. Zuri Harris now bringing the ball up court for Coatesville. The kick out. Big three.
Hey, and that's 2 threes back to back, and just like that, it's a 4-point game. Central York was up by 10, but just like that.
And a turnover there, Coatesville.
Doug Lair Jr. with the ball, pushing it out to Brooklyn Nace. Brooklyn with the spin move.
Ben Natal trapped there. A little fast-paced action there by both teams, too.
Well, you got to expect that from Coatesville. They like to press. They like to get the ball up really fast, and they can score on defense, so they can really pressure and get some turnovers. They're a team that's never really out of it.
Turnover there by Coatesville as the ball sailed out of bounds. Central's possession with 4:03 remaining. Central up by 4, 24-20. As Greg Gettinger, the inbound passer, gets it to Saxton Sukanik, to Brooklyn Nace. One-on-one there, Brooklyn Nace against Lawrence Brown. Ben Natal now for three. Under 4 minutes to go here before halftime.
And look, they have a mismatch there with Larry Brown Jr. and also Doug Laird Jr. in the post.
Doug Laird Jr. stepping out as Ryan Jackson enters the game for Central. Zuri Harris. And a foul on number 10, Ryan Jackson, sophomore guard. His first foul tonight. And a good test for the Central York Panthers ball club playing in this tournament.
Absolutely.
Harris for three, misses.
You got to get those rebounds. Got to give a lot of credit to Coatesville for snacking that rebound. Saxon Sukanik with the ball.
Out to Ben Natal. Drives with that floater. We've seen that several times from Ben Natal.
Yes, sir.
Making it look easy, as I like to say.
That's a quick strike for Ben Natal.
Yeah.
Got the ball, went straight to the bucket, got what he needed.
8 points for Ben Natal. Just over 3 minutes remaining. Big three.
That's another three from Marquise Peoples.
No, Amon Folks. Correct, yeah.
No, that's Marquise Peoples.
Okay, I stand corrected.
Yep. That's a tough move. Ben Natal.
And a foul.
They have to slow it down a little bit, Central York. They're trying to get the ball, create some tough shots for themselves, but they have a really good offense. They work the ball around, and they'll get their good shots. They did go up by 10 points, and just like that, Coastal did a great job of erasing that 10-point deficit and making it only a 3-point game.
And this Coatesville team, they like to shoot the threes, and they're raining some threes here, which is kind of closing the gap a little bit for the Red Raiders. As
Also,
Armand Shockley's at the charity stripe.
Also, quickly want to give a shout-out to A-Game Hoops that's hosting this event here tonight. Got a chance to talk to Carl Hines and the rest of his crew. They're doing a great job of, hosting these type of events. You normally associate A-Game Hoops with AAU, but they're getting into the high school basketball market, so expect to see us do a couple games for them throughout this summer and the spring.
Shockley, his second attempt.
And just like that, it's a 1-point game.
The 6'3" junior pulls Coatesville within one, 26-25.
They got to break this press. That's important. Well, it's man-to-man now.
Sukanik with the ball. Ben Rill down low to Brooklyn Nace. And a turnover by Central. Now Coatesville with the opportunity
On the
to
move.
go ahead.
Coastal has their chance right now to take the lead. And that's a travel.
And a travel on number 12, Amon Folks. .2:14 to go here before halftime.
You can see Coastal, their guards are body to body, man. They don't give you no space at all.
They're pressed up, no doubt about it. Down low to Rill.
And that's a quick shot from Ben Rill.
Getting her, taking there. Getting her, throwing his body on the line there. Central clinging to a 1-point lead right now, 26-25. As Ben Natal brings the ball up court.
as we said again, this is going to be a low-scoring affair. And there's a lot of one-on-one ball going on right now. They have to work the ball. They have a really good offense, Central York does. They have to work the ball to their guys.
Rebound by Ryan Brown Jr. as he looks to bring the ball up, and there's a trap.
There should be a guy open. There's 3 guys in the backcourt. Get it up.
Saw that in that Reading game. Nace for 3 and drains it. Big 3 by Brooklyn Nace.
And Brooklyn Nace had 21 points last game.
And his first points tonight, a big one there, big 3.
Well, I'm sorry, not 21 points last game, but 21 points against the game against Reading.
And we saw Reading press a lot. And
absolutely.
This Coatesville team do kind of the.
It's a little pick and roll action going on right here.
Under a minute to go here before halftime. The kick out. Baseline. Ooh. You heard that thud, dude, from up here in the broadcast booth. Ryan Brown Jr. down low to Ben Rill.
Got to knock those down. That was a good pass. We got to knock those down. And it's been a high-action game so far, back and forth, defensively minded game so far, Todd.
Yeah, so you sense neither team's going to score 90 tonight?
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. And I imagine Coach was looking for the last shot with about 20 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Gettinger with a rebound, 3 seconds to go. And we have arrived at halftime with your score. Central York 29, Coatesville 25. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game to you, and an interesting first half here as Greg Gettinger has 9 points for Central. He's the leading scorer for Central, followed by Ben Natal with 8 points. On Coatesville's side, Marquise People with 9 points, followed by Amon Folks, who has 7. It all adds up right now for a Central lead, 29-25 here at Coatesville High School, as we've settled in at halftime on a rather fast-moving first half here at Coatesville.
Oh yeah, that first half wasn't too many fouls called during that first half. They just kind of went up and down the court. It's been a lot of fun so far, man. Big-time blocks. And you've seen a little bit from both ball clubs and what they can do on the court. Like I said, these guys are pretty much evenly matched. They have a lot of the same guys on this, as far as skill set on both sides. So it should be a really good game, and it has been so far in this first half.
And looking ahead a little bit, we represent a lot of the YIAA action, and we've seen, now this is our second game already early in the season for Central. Do you see, looking ahead, maybe a matchup in YIAA that this Central York Panther team could maybe have a competitive matchup with back in YIAA?
Well, yeah, like I said, you always have teams like Dallastown, believe it or not, or Reading, and even York Suburban. You know, these teams, like I said, they do a good job playing against Central York. So, they're always in the running, the teams you want to kind of think about. And and obviously you can't forget York High as well. York High is always a good matchup between York High and Central. That's somewhat of a rivalry when it comes to the basketball and football aspect. So,
whether it's football or basketball, let's be
honest.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
It's quite a matchup and a big rivalry between the two schools. And, we'll be getting, next week in earnest, more YIAA action. I want to remind the fans that are tuned in tonight, it's a doubleheader of action for us, as we'll have St. Francis Academy and West Catholic. But then, hey, flip the script to next Tuesday. We'll make our way to York Suburban as they'll play host to the West York Bulldogs. I had a chance to see York Suburban last night, Kai Strin. They have a freshman there as well that's pretty impressive. I know you're aware of the freshman there at York Suburban.
Yeah, Nasir Barnes doing a great job over there at York Suburban. The starting point guard as a freshman, putting up some big-time points. The left hand is very crafty with the ball. And he was also on our top 20 players this year. We'll mention that, too, some of our top 20 players.
Yeah, led by their head coach, Mitch Kemp. It'll be an interesting season. As my broadcast partner mentioned, a lot of competitive teams in YIAA. And on the girls' side, well, Dallastown, they're traveling to Mifflin County today. They're looking to go 4-0. And Red Lion girls out in Waynesboro making some noise out there as well on a tournament. A lot of tip-off tournament, holiday tournaments this time of the month. And so we'll gear up, obviously, later for regular season matchups. And then we'll take a break over the holiday season, and we'll jump back right into it in the month of January with Sports Shooting Stars. And again, you can get all that information on our Facebook and Instagram page, Sports
Absolutely.
Shooting Stars.
And also, speaking about some of our top 20 players that we mentioned this year, you can see it on our screen right there, 1 through 20. Some of the players that we highlighted this year on the boys' side. Also, some other players on our boys to watch list around the YIAA, top 20. Then we'll go over and look at the top 20 girls in the YIAA.
Yeah, and looking forward to our broadcast schedule. We'll feature some of the girls' teams later in our broadcast season. So, again, you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram and get all our broadcast schedule. It'll be a busy season for my broadcast partner, Dude Jones, and yours truly, Todd Edwards. And we're joined in the booth tonight by Dave Berman, the public address announcer. Dave, your thoughts on the first half of action between Coatesville and Central?
It's a battle, baby, and it's just I tell you what, Coatesville had that tough loss last night. That was a war. And then tonight, a battle with you guys. So much young talent, especially with you guys. Central York, it's unbelievable. It's great to be announcing a game in my old radio from a team from the WSBA radio days back in the day, 80 to 84. I'm old, 65 years old.
Well, and by the way, Dave's a fellow York College alum as well. He's a Spartan, York College.
Jake Jaquette back in the day, Jeff Gamber, legendary coach. I could go on and on. But, yeah, these two teams are probably going to meet again in the PIAA 6A state tournament.
Yeah, and I know you'll be part of it, Dave. This is, it's like a new year for us, isn't it, with the basketball season?
Yeah, it really is. And I'm busy with – I can only do so many Coatesville games because I'm busy. I do Strathaven High School public address. I do Chester Charter, PA. But it's a great opportunity for kids to get into public address announcing. I think it's great. All schools should have it, but a lot of schools don't even have a PA announcer. They do for football, but a lot of them just do the starting lineup. So I'm just throwing out there in York County. I wish I was out there. I could do some games. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. We would see each other a lot more, Dave. I mean, and for more information, you can follow Dave Berman on Facebook, correct?
Absolutely. My brother Marty says hi, too.
Oh, yeah, Marty, a long-time friend and a big wrestling friend from back in the day, Bob Backlund.
He says you came down to his store to see Bob Backlund?
Yes, we even conducted an interview with your brother and Bob Backlund, an old-time WWF champion.
I haven't seen that yet, but, yeah, unbelievable. You guys are just so passionate about the game, and you got – what do you think of the gym here? Ross Kershey Gym. Ross was a legendary coach here, recently passed for years with the Red Raiders.
Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful gym. Coming in, it's a bit intimidating, man, because it's a lot of talent that played on this court. But it's a beautiful gym. The accommodations are very well. They treat us good here, man. So it's been a great time so far for us.
It's so hard. Coatesville's only PIAA state championship, 2001. And that was John Allen was a senior.
Yeah.
They beat Chester 3 times that year.
Wow.
And Chester won it the year before. You guys old enough? Jameer Nelson was a senior.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So a lot of battles. Coatesville, Chester. And it's great. Central. Now, York came in here a couple of years ago, and they beat Coatesville.
I remember that. I do remember that game.
Not only that, they beat us in football, too, a couple of years.
Tough.
I was announcing that. Your boy at West Virginia right now.
Jaheim White.
Jaheim White was unbelievable. I called his name out a lot of times.
Yeah, so. Jaheim White just got All-American as a freshman, All-American honors, so he's doing a great job right now. Big shout out to Jaheim White, former York High Bearcat, living legend right now for our county.
So did you play ball?
I played back in high school for York High basketball.
Who was your coach?
Our coach was Isaiah Anderson. and also Vince Alexander was our coach.
Big upset against Chester, 2004 season. Isaiah Anderson was the coach. First round of the PIAA State Tournament, 2003-4 season.
Yeah.
At York upset Chester in the first round.
Dave Berman, a walking encyclopedia of high school
man.
sports. I tell you, we welcome him to the broadcast booth. It's been a pleasure, and of course, we will have another game tonight after this one.
Yeah, St. Francis private school, actually 2 private schools, but West Catholic member of the PIAA, the Burrs, state champs last year, unbelievable talent. And, you know, the Philadelphia Catholic schools, they can kind of reload a little bit easier.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the charter schools. So, anyway, keep up the great work. It's unbelievable. And it's unbelievable. That's all.
Dave.
And I want a group shot with you guys.
Absolutely,
We're gonna
Dave.
get that.
We appreciate
we'll
that.
take a brief break here, and we'll be back with.
Featuring the biggest games in central Pennsylvania in HD on Comcast Cable TV. What about the biggest basketball games in central Pennsylvania? Don't worry, Sports Shooting Stars got you covered. A sponsor? Well, reach out to Sports Shooting Stars. We have sponsorships available game by game or all season long. Get involved with the #1 sports media company in central Pennsylvania. Sports Shooting Stars.
We're back, sports fans, with the start of the third quarter. Central now moving right to left on your TV screen.
And Todd, as you also know, it's all about second half adjustments, man. Let's see what happens here with second half adjustment from both coaches. It's pretty much knotted up in the first half.
Greg Yenninger with the bucket.
Also, quickly want to mention our other 3 new sponsors that we have is Gamlet at 1750 Tornado Street in York, Pennsylvania. Their phone number is 717-845-1651. And also Chick-fil-A.
Oh, and the bucket there.
Located at 2801 East Market Street. Phone number 717-757-7171. And also Blended House.
New sponsors just popping up every game, dude.
Absolutely. You'll see their contact information at the lower third of our screen, so go ahead and check them out. Didn't get a chance to get all their logos up for this particular game, but they will be there by next week.
Big three by Greg Gittinger. That gives Greg 16 points in tonight's game.
Can't thank enough of our sponsors that helped us out this year to get these games on TV and online. We have about 20 games that we're going to be featuring this year in a couple different tournaments. Really,
a lot of action. We'll be covering a lot of bases.
Yes.
And then I've even been being pulled in different directions. I'm going to cover a swim meet next week.
I heard, yeah.
Someone reached out for girls wrestling as well, dude. They want me to come out and provide some coverage to that as well. And so needless to say, I'm going to be busy.
Oh, you'll be busy.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Busy. Trying to highlight some of the other sports, which we typically cover football and basketball, but it's nice to bring some attention to some of the other sports here in YIAA. Big shot by Gittinger. 18 points for Greg Gittinger.
Greg Gittinger is starting to heat up a little bit. The senior, the 1,000-point scorer.
And came into the season with over 1,100 points, and more than likely will be Central York's career leader in points. A steal, and the easy put in there by Zuri Harris.
And you can't have careless turnovers against a team like Coatesville. They're going to make you pay.
Ben Natal makes it look easy.
And as we said again, there they are, trading buckets again.
That was Zuri Harris with 9 points.
That's a high screen for Ben Rill.
Kick out to Natal.
And they had to move the ball around. They had too many options on the offensive side.
You gotta stay near the ball.
The first foul on Ben Natal.
Got to give a lot of credit to Coatesville. Great defense. And they're staying right in this. They're not giving up.
A 6-point lead right now for Central York, 38-32. Down low, and the put in, Lawrence Brown.
And that's a great play. Got beat off the dribble. Nice dish. See Coatesville guarding full court.
Ben Natal brings the ball up for Central York. (38-34) Central. Inbound pass from Brown to Nace. Back to Brown. Down low, Ben Rill. And the put in. And the end one.
And that's what Ben Rill likes to do. He likes to get that pump fake, get the guy off his feet so he can get that bucket.
Ben Rill with 4 points. It will send Ben Real to the charity stripe. A 6-point lead for Central, 40-34. And Real now with 5 points.
And it's a 7-point lead for Central York, but it seems like a lot closer than that.
And a turnover there as Ben Natal kicks the ball out to Ryan Brown Jr. for 3 and drains it.
And that's Ryan Brown Jr.'s second 3 of the game.
Yes, gives Ryan Brown Jr. 6 points. And big shots there due by Ryan Brown Jr.
Yeah, in transition, exactly when they needed it. Gives Central York another 10-point lead, but we also know that Coatesville can chop into that lead very fast. They score points in bunches as well. The guard work so far between both ball clubs have been superb so far in this game. Tough move.
There with the rebound, Central now in transition. Ryan Brown Jr. brings the ball up, kick out to Ben Natal, and in and out of the hands of Greg Ginninger. A turnover there as Coatesville now will have the ball with 3:42 to go. A 10-point lead by Central, 44-34. As Amon Folks inbound passes.
And it's getting a little scrappy out there, Todd. Like I said, the guard work, you know, they're body to body the whole game. So, you know, you're going to get some tic-tac fouls here and there because the referees have to control the game. You got to make sure it doesn't get out of control.
Yeah, and you saw Brooklyn Nace not too happy with that foul called.
Well, Brooklyn's a physical player as well. Like I said, starting quarterback for Central York, and he's a football player that can play basketball very, very well.
Yeah, one of 2 players that made the transition rather quickly from the football field to the basketball court.
Yes, there are 2 players out there from the football team. That's Saxon Sukanic.
Real with the rebound, gives it to Gittinger, back to Real. Ben Natal out in 3-point land, off the iron. And a foul called on Ryan Brown Jr. That's his second foul as Coatesville now will have possession.
And that picks up Ryan Brown's second foul of the game.
Amon Folks
Still got
now.
plenty of time.
You get 5. Amon Folks drives to the net for the easy bucket.
And that's too easy. Can't allow that.
9 points. There's Ben Natal. Real down low for the put in.
And that's Ben Real just being big, getting his buckets.
His size, yes, down low in the post.
Like to see Ben Natal slow it down just slightly, just a little bit on the offensive side. We know he can score points in various ways. But right now we got the lead. You got the lead. You just want to go ahead and
deep 3 by Zuri Harris.
And make sure you run that offense.
Give Zuri Harris 12 points as a timeout's on the court with your score. Central York 46.
And there's
Coatesville
no quit.
39.
There's no quit in Coatesville. They're not backing down at all.
They're battling, and I'll tell you, a good test for both teams here tonight.
Yeah. Early season tests, like I said, these teams are expected to see each other later on in the season, you know, during the playoff time, districts.
Districts or
and
states.
Yeah.
Could very well play each other. We mentioned that on our broadcast this past Tuesday. Even Reading could be back into the mix and could have a rematch with Central. Still a lot of basketball left in this season, and we're still early in the season.
And this game is going to go down to the wire. I can't see any team really getting a huge separation where you know who's going to win the game. I mean, it's been about a 5-6 point affair throughout the whole game, and just expect that to be the case all the way to the fourth quarter.
And we mentioned Central York's next game will take place next Tuesday. They'll travel to Red Lion and take on the Lions next Tuesday.
I want to thank all the fans for tuning in, and also our new fans that's watching the game here tonight.
Or Coatesville fans, maybe, or
Yes.
for that matter, West Catholic or St. Francis Academy fans tuned in.
Absolutely, and just fans of basketball.
In general, yes. A doubleheader tonight of action here on a Saturday night of high school basketball from the Richard Hamilton Showcase Classic from Coatesville High School. We thank you for tuning in. Dew Jones, Todd Edwards. Back to action here is Ryan Brown Jr. with the ball.
And this is where Greg Gettinger likes to have the ball at. Ben Real out there by the key. He has to pass the ball. He has two other guys on the wing, and he's trying to go through two other guys. You got to just pass the ball. You got guys out there that can score. Don't have to do anything on your own. Work the offense. Keep it clean.
Yeah, a lot of weapons for Ben to dish it out to.
Absolutely.
On that court tonight. Oh, through the hands there, Brooklyn Ace a bit high in transition for the easy lay-in. Amon Folks.
Got to do a better job with protecting the ball on offense for Central York.
Ben Natal with his floater, his trademark. That gives Ben 13 points. And a timeout call by Central York with 1:52 to go. Central York 48, Coatesville 41, a 7-point lead right now for Central York.
And we'll be back in a few seconds.
And we're back to action coming off the timeout here. Coatesville with the possession. And a scramble for the ball. And a put in there by Lawrence Brown. And the and one. Brown will head for potentially a 3-point play here to the charity stripe. As Ben Natal checks back into the game. Doug Lair Jr. going to take a seat. And Brown with 5 points. Central possession. Saxton Sukanik back in for Central York. Deep three by Gettinger and drains it.
Greg Gettinger, he likes that three. He's really putting the team on his back right now for Central York. They desperately needed that shot. Gives Greg 23 points so far in the contest.
The kick out off the iron. Sukanik with a rebound gives to Gettinger. We're under a minute to go here in the third quarter.
See what Central York does with the ball. There's no designated point guard out there right now. They want to get the ball into a guard's hands, as they just did.
Gettinger now looking for a shot off the iron. Now Coatesville with a chance to score here before the end of the third quarter. Zuri Harris for Coatesville. Nice spin move by Harris, the kick out. .1 seconds to go in the third quarter. Your score, Central York 51, Coatesville 44.
Looks like Central's going to try to get a good shot here with 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. Ben Natal with the ball.
Ryan Brown Jr. now with it. 5 seconds remaining. A three by Ryan Brown off the iron. There for the pudding. Gettinger. And we move to the fourth and final quarter with your score, Central York 51, Coatesville 44. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game
To you.
final 8 minutes. I'll tell you, dude, Greg Gettinger really has come on fire here tonight with 23 points.
Yeah, desperately needed for Central York. They had a couple dry spells there on offense, and Greg Gettinger did a great job putting the team on his back and getting some big-time buckets. And like I said, got to give a lot of credit to Coatesville as well. They're using their team as a collective to get some big-time points and pretty much putting a lot of pressure on the Central York guards. But, Central York guards are doing a great job of, still creating some offense for the team. And it's going to come all down to this last quarter, Todd.
Yeah, it should be interesting here. The final 8 minutes. Do not go anywhere. Settle in with your bottled water and popcorn. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. Dew Jones, Todd Edwards, Belinda Morales behind the camera. A limited staff here in Coatesville, but we're here nevertheless bringing the games to you tonight, this Saturday night.
And as we said before, we have a bevy of sponsors like York Medicare Solutions, Thornton Automotive of Dover, OSS, BLM Construction and Remodeling, S3 Performance Training, Faith Over Fear, Parman's Pizza of Dallastown, Basil Insurance, Vertical Race.
And then Gamblet.com, Chick-fil-A in East Market Street, York, Blended House, First Home Buyers.
Yep, Integrity First Home Buyers, and you'll see all their contact information and their logo at the bottom lower third of our screen.
And we are here with the start of the fourth quarter as Amon Folks brings the ball up court.
The final 8 minutes. It's been a quiet game so far. Not a lot of big-time plays, but some strong plays.
Well, there, Armand Shockley, the 6'3" junior.
5-point game.
Down low to Rill and just out of the hands. Last touched by Coatesville. Central York will maintain possession.
That was a great defensive play by Armand Shockley, number 5 for Coatesville.
6'3" junior. Inbound pass to Gettinger, back Ryan Brown Jr. Natal baseline. Spins around. Ball out for Coatesville. And the easy put in, Armand Shockley, now with 6 points. The junior for the Red Raiders. Pulls Coatesville within 3. That's real down low. Jump ball. And we can see from our vantage point here, Coach John Allen, very vocal during the course of the game here for Coatesville. Gettinger. Now Coatesville in transition and a steal by Ryan Brown Jr. Nice defense there by Central York. Jump shot. Ben Natal with the put in. There's Ryan Brown Jr. Makes it look easy. 8 points for Ryan Brown Jr. as there is a timeout called by Coatesville.
Yeah, and there's some key plays right there for Central York. Just when Coastal gets really, really close, like a 1-point, 3-point game, Central comes back and makes a play on the defensive end or just makes a big-time shot. Right now, that's what they've been doing so far throughout this game. I know that's really frustrating Coach John Allen. They're getting so close, and then, Central York goes around and makes a great defensive stop. Like I said, John Allen's he knows the game of basketball like anybody, and he's going to keep his guys locked in. And, the game's not over until all zeros on the scoreboard.
Yeah, plenty of time here for Coatesville to get back into this game. Right now, the Central with the lead, 55-48. With 6:22 to go. And now Coatesville with the possession. Zuri Harris brings the ball up court for Coatesville.
Also want to tell the fans, please tune in because we're having back-to-back games. We're going to be here for another game right after this. Larry Brown Jr.
Down
in the
low,
post.
matched up against Real.
He's trying to create something for himself.
There's Ryan Brown, gets it out
Great
to Ben
outlet.
Natal.
Great outlet.
And Ben Natal. Great play. 14 points now for Ben Natal. And match that with Greg Gittinger's 23. It all gives Central a lead, 57-48 right now with just under 6 minutes remaining in regulation. Shockley thought about a three.
Great
And
job staying with the ball, giving his chance.
8 points for Armand Shockley.
Armand Shockley is kind of like the utility player, man, giving a little bit of everything.
Harris now trying to direct traffic for his team there with the ball.
He's looking, he's dancing a little bit. Got to get out there.
Deep three off the iron. And those are the plays you got to hustle to the rebound.
And you got to get rebounds because you got to understand that Coatesville's down. They're going to keep pushing. They're going to keep playing because they are down.
And you saw that there. It was quite evident on that
Yes.
play, too. Yes.
Got to go after the ball. Got to go after the ball. You got to finish what you started.
And right now, Coatesville with the possession, down by 7.
And Zuri Harris.
There's Shockley down low again, making his presence felt. Oh, 6'3". Well, down low to Ryan Brown Jr. Nice move by Ryan Brown Jr. He hits double digits with 10 points. And now a 9-point
That's a great look.
lead.
And you can see the team. You can see Central York starting to work the ball around a little bit and give it to their teammates. And that's the key to success for Central York.
.430 remaining here in regulations. Second foul called on Ben Natal, who has 14 points as it sends Amon Folks to the charity stripe, who has 11 points. Right now trying to match his jersey number 12, and he makes it. 12 points now for Amon Folks. This game, dude's been a battle as expected between two big teams here.
Two
Coatesville
teams
and Central York.
that's both picked, to do something in the districts and also go to states. So it's a nice preview of what could happen down the road.
Coatesville representing Chester, Montgomery County region. The National Conference. Thanks to Max Prep for some information. Down low to Ben Rill.
That's a tough move from Ben Rill, the spin move, put him in the spin cycle. Did get a chance to finish the and one play.
But it will send Ben Rill to the charity stripe. Ben Rill, 7 points. Third foul on Marquise Peoples for Coatesville. 4:12 remaining. Make that 8 points for Ben Rill, the junior forward for Central York. And that falls in, gives Ben 9 points now, and back to a 10-point lead for Central, 61-51.
And Central had a 10-point lead a few times so far in this game, but Coatesville did a great job of battling back and making it a close contest. So just because you see 10 points right now does not mean that they're going to walk away with a 10-point victory, because we know Coatesville's going to keep on battling.
As you mentioned earlier, down to the final second,
They know how to get downhill and get to the bucket. Central wants to walk out with a victory on the road. They got to buckle down and get those rebounds and not give Coastal second chance opportunities.
The kick out and drains it. Marquise People, 14 points.
Ryan Brown Jr. wisely just holds the ball out, knowing they're up.
Yeah, you have a lead. Try to slow the game down a little bit right now if you're Central.
Want to work the offense a little bit. Take some time off the clock if you can.
There's Brooklyn Nace. Give down low to Gettinger.
And that was close to 3 seconds on Greg Gettinger, but they did not call that.
I guess, as they say, you win some, you lose some during the course of a game and season with fouls, but it does nevertheless send Gettinger to the charity stripe.
And we talked about Central York's free throw shooting last game. They won 11 for 22. They had to do a better job with that. And tonight, I believe they're shooting a lot better percentage from the line.
Yeah, he gives Greg Gettinger 24 points. Make it 25. Leads all scorers tonight.
Coatesville going downhill, looking for plays, and they're knocking down the threes with ease.
Baseline, there's Shockley. Shot unsuccessful. Heading to town now with the ball.
And they look like they're going to trap.
Down low, Saxton Zucanic. Shot short by Ryan Brown Jr. Under 3 minutes to go here.
Little irky-jerky ball going on. They got to make some stops.
Out to Brooklyn Nace for the easy put in. 5 points for Brooklyn Nace.
Shakalaka! He's heating up. He's on fire.
The final 2 minutes, 35 seconds here from Coatesville High School in the third game of the Richard Hamilton Showcase Classic. No Richard Hamilton here tonight. I was told he's overseas with an NBA event over at the Philippines. Was looking forward to talking to Richard Hamilton tonight, but maybe next year.
Maybe not this time, but maybe next time. We're definitely going to try to reach out to Rip, the Coatesville legend.
Yeah, Rip Hamilton. Oh, a drive to the net. And those are the buckets you need to make if you're
It's a 4-on-5 right now. They got opportunity.
The kick out to Ryan Brown Jr. off the iron.
2 minutes left in the game.
And Coatesville now trying to put some points on the board. Nice move.
That's a great move from Larry Brown Jr.
Lawrence Brown. Timeout call by Central's head coach, Jeff Hoke, with 1:46 remaining. Your score, Central York 65, Coatesville 56.
Want to quickly give a shout out to my mother. She's watching the game here tonight. Big shout out to my mother. My brother's watching as well. Thanks for tuning in. Also, want to give a shout out to all the Central York fans that traveled down here hour and a half to Coatesville to come support their fans, and also big shout out to the Coatesville fans for watching, and the fans that's going to be watching for next game as well. We have West Catholic versus St. Francis coming up next, and that's going to be a big time matchup. I looked at St. Francis roster, and it's 6'2" and up, man. The smallest guy on their team is 6'2", so it's going to be a big time matchup coming up next, and I can't wait to feature that.
Yeah, they're loaded. I mean, two prep schools going at it in the nightcap here, and but boy, we have a great game taking place right now between Central York and Coatesville. Central York with the lead, 65-56.
Want to encourage the fans to go to our YouTube live page, our live chat. Go ahead and comment. Talk a little bit about the game there. Big shout out to our guy Marcellus Gottwald. He's watching as well. Couldn't make it for this particular game, but he'll be with us throughout the season. Big shout out to Soul Block and the voice of Rudders. Why go anywhere else?
And a press taking place here.
And that's a
by
press breaker,
Coatesville.
and that's exactly what you want to do.
And a trap now. Nice shot bouncing. Oh, there's Gettinger down low.
And Gettinger's real deep in the paint. That's where he likes to score, and he got his bucket.
An 11-point lead now for Central. Gettinger, 26 points.
And they needed a night from Gettinger, a night like this. Also, let me not forget my sister. She's also watching the game here tonight, Carmen Brown.
It's a family affair,
It's a
huh?
family affair. It's a big shout out to them. Thank you for supporting. We do appreciate that.
Deep three. Misses.
That's a great box out. But the referee saw it different. For a little less than a
56,
minute left
yeah.
in the game.
56 seconds remaining.
Tough shot.
Nice shot there by Dior Kennedy. 3 points for Kennedy.
St. York has to stay aggressive on offense. Bend the towel to the bucket.
17 points for Ben Natal.
That's a steal. Ryan Brown Jr.
Right
out to his guy.
Brooklyn Nace. And the
Big
dunk
time
by
dunk for Brooklyn Nace.
7 points by Brooklyn Nace. And that may have been the exclamation point on this game here.
And that's the Brooklyn Nace Ryan Brown connection that they have. These guys have been playing with each other since 3rd grade, believe it or not, Ty. And I know they're happy. The two sophomores happy to give each other assists and, you know, end the game on that type of note.
Well, I tell you right now, Central with 71 points due,
and kind of has this crowd here a little quiet, Todd, at Coatesville. I mean, it's been a very respectable, clean game so far.
Yes. There's Natal with a rebound.
Coatesville not giving up, and that's exactly
not
how
at
they
all.
should be playing. Never giving up. Great job from the Red Raiders.
8.9 seconds remaining, and you mentioned earlier, dude, 90 points. Well, I mean, Central right now sitting at 71.
Yeah.
And Coatesville has 58, and getting a little chippy there, Ben Natal, along with number 12, Amon Folks. Did not like the pushing and in each other's face.
Getting
there.
a little chippy here
Yeah.
towards the end. Like I said, it was a very clean game so far, so I want to keep it that way.
And Central's going to hold the ball here in the waning seconds, and your winner tonight, Central York 71, Coatesville 58. An impressive win for Central York boys basketball program as they move to 3-0. And Greg Gettinger leads all scorers with 26 points. A big night for Greg Gettinger this evening. And a much-deserved win for the Central York Ball Club again.
Yeah, I want to give them a lot of props. They went on the road, got a big-time win at Coatesville. And that improves Central York to 3-0 so far on the season. Want to keep an eye out for Coatesville as well. They're going to have a great season this year.
Yeah, they're not done. It's still a long season.
Very
one
young.
Game, and we mentioned that even with the Central and Reading game. It's one game. There's still a lot of season left for both teams.
Want to tell the fans also, make sure you tune in to the next game, West Catholic versus St. Francis. It should be a really good game. And you see the guys celebrating there.
The winner's trophy.
It is a tournament, so they do get a trophy. It looks like Greg Gittinger is the player of the game.
And rightly so. Greg scored 26 points. An impressive win.
A couple of double-digit points for both for the guys for the Central York.
Well, Ben Natal, 17 points. Greg Gittinger, as we mentioned, 26 points. And Ryan Brown Jr., double digits with 10 points as well.
Went on the road, took care of business, did exactly what they were supposed to do. Now we're getting ready for game 2, which should start in a few minutes. You guys go to give us a break, and we'll come back in a few minutes for game 2, West Catholic versus St. Francis.
You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game
to you.
Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game to you. Greetings and salutations, sports fans. Coming to you live tonight, it's Todd Edwards, along with my broadcast partner, Du Jones.
He's on fire!
Featuring the biggest games in central Pennsylvania in HD on Comcast Cable TV. What about the biggest basketball games in central Pennsylvania? Don't worry, Sports Shooting Stars got you covered. sponsor? Well, reach out to Sports Shooting Stars. We have sponsorships available game by game or all season long. Get involved with the #1 sports media company in Central Pennsylvania, Sports Shooting Stars.
Appreciate that, brother. Yeah. Thank you.
There you go, sports fans, the playing of our national anthem, and we are moments away from the start of our second and final game. And I'll tell you, West Catholic, no stranger to success as being a state champ, and then, of course, St. Francis Academy do. This should be a main event matchup. Maybe why they're the final game in this big tournament here at the Richard Hamilton Showcase Classic, as we are seconds away from tip-off here.
Absolutely, Todd. This is going to be a great matchup to finish the night. It's the fourth game of the day. Big shout out to A-Game Hoops.
Josiah Legree bringing the ball up court for St. Francis Academy. They're led by their head coach, Nicholas Miles. St. Francis in the yellow jerseys with white numbers, and boy, they break the ice first. Josiah Kennedy, the first points in today's contest against West Catholic Burrs. As I mentioned, no stranger to success out of the Philadelphia region. The Burrs in their black jerseys with white numbers as Jaden Banner steps in. And checking out Kingston Wheatley. A deep three, and makes it. Josiah Legree. And right now, St. Francis jumps out to a 5-0 lead. West Catholic moving right to left on your TV screen. A 5-0 lead with just under 7 minutes here. The start of the fourth and final game here at the Richard Hamilton Showcase Classic.
Go check it out in a second. They're supposed to fix the net. They got to fix the net.
Yeah, you see the net hung up there in the right net, and there it is. Courtesy of Josiah Legree, he jumps up and fixes the net here right in front of us as we're back to action. Micah Waters brings the ball up court for West Catholic. And a turnover there will give St. Francis Academy the ball. Ball changes possessions. It will be West Catholic's. Ball is there, bringing the ball up court there by Micah Walters, 6'2" guard, a junior. And a steal, St. Francis in transition. Nice floater. Saeed Lee. First points for the Burrs tonight. Missed shot there by St. Francis. Rebound by West Catholic. And a steal there by Jordan Downs. Drives to the net, kicks out. Down low. Missed shot there by the Burrs. And the easy bucket there by Josiah Kennedy. As a timeout is called with 4:39 to go. Your score, St. Francis 7, West Catholic 2. And you hear head coach for West Catholic, Miguel Boca Chica, rather vocal.
Yeah, he's wasting no time. You can hear him as soon as the game started. He was yelling at his guys to get them motivated ASAP. And right now, he's going to put that battery in their back so they can get back to it. He's not wasting no time. I like the energy and the fire from the coach.
Yes. It makes you almost want to jump in and play, huh, Du?
Well, he gets you fired up. I know that for sure.
.439 to go in our second and final game tonight here at Richard Hamilton Showcase. Both of these schools they come in with big reputations of winning, and should be a great matchup as Josiah Kennedy is at the charity stripe. .6'1" sophomore, and the and one makes it. And a scramble for the ball. Jordan Downs brings the ball up for St. Francis. The kick out. Cameron Fleming with a big three. 6'7" junior. Matches threes. Isaiah Mohammed with three. As Josiah Kennedy directs traffic for his team here at St. Francis. Oh, went up for the dunk there. Cameron Fleming misses.
Came up a bit short on that dunk. Great defensive play.
Timeout called by Nicholas Miles, his St. Francis Academy
Hey,
team.
Todd, every possession counts, and that was a great timeout from St. Francis Academy.
And your score, St. Francis Academy 11, West Catholic 5. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game to you. Josiah Kennedy leads all scores with 5 right now. 3:24 to go. And a turnover there will be West Catholic's. It appears to be now St. Francis with the possession. 3:13 remaining here in the opening quarter. And a travel called. Now West Catholic will get their possession. Bring the ball up court. Saeed Lee drives to the net. And fouled on that play. Will send the junior point guard, 6'2", to the charity stripe. Two shots now for Lee. Lee makes it. Now West Catholic in transition. A deep three, short by Isaiah Muhammad. But Saeed Lee down near the bucket, misses his shot. And just losing possession there, St. Francis Academy. The Burrs now bring the ball up court. working the ball around court here offensively, the Burrs. Maintains possession here. Deep three off the iron by Jason Saab. Now St. Francis, a deep three, comes up short by Josiah Legree. Your score, St. Francis 11, West Catholic 6 with 1:25 remaining. An inbound pass here by the Burrs. Tariq Jennings now at the charity stripe for West Catholic. And makes his first of 2 shots. 6'6" senior for the Burrs. Misses his second shot. And now in transition, St. Francis. Under a minute remaining here in the opening quarter. West Catholic with the possession. Trying to find a shot here, just over 30 seconds remaining. And the Burrs seem content to hold for the final possession here for the end of the first quarter. And a traveled call. Justine Saab. St. Francis 11, West Catholic 7. And another foul called on St. Francis. As Jasir Tyler's at the charity stripe. Nice bucket there by Josiah Legree to end the first quarter with your score. St. Francis 14, West Catholic 8. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game to you.
We bring the game to you. Greetings and salutations, sports fans. Coming to you live tonight, it's Todd Edwards, along with my broadcast partner, Stu Jones.
He's on fire!
We'll come down right at halftime. We'll stand in front of the A-game.
And we are back, sports fans, with the start of the second quarter. West Catholic with the possession. And a three there by Tariq Jennings. Gives Jennings 4 points. Pulls West Catholic within three, 14-11, St. Francis. St. Francis maintains possession. Big three by Josiah Legree. Gives Josiah 9 points. Josiah Kennedy with 7 points now. Nice bucket. Jaden Banner, 6'6", junior. Deep three, Josiah Legree. 12 points. In transition, St. Francis. (22-13) St. Francis right now in the second quarter with just over 6 minutes remaining. Saeed League. Big dunk by Cameron Fleming. 5 points for Cameron Fleming. Listed junior at 6'7" for St. Francis. Another alley hoop. Donovan Flamer. And right now it's been all St. Francis with 5:23 to go. It's 26 St. Francis, 13 West Catholic.
As you can see, Todd, St. Francis is the real deal. They got some high flyers out there, and they play intense basketball. You can see it definitely on display right now.
Yeah, it's on display, and a big lead right now for St. Francis. And I don't know if the fans can notice, one of the assistant coaches down there at least 7'2".
At least 7 foot. At least 7 foot. Good gracious! I'm 6'2", 6'3". Well, I'm 6'3", and I walked past him, and I had to look up. I mean, dramatically look up. So he's a big guy.
Yeah. Timeout on the court right now. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. Our second game, doubleheader action here at the Richard Hamilton Showcase Classic. And this St. Francis team, a nationally ranked team that comes in here, I mean, they come in as good as advertised here tonight.
Absolutely.
West Catholic's no slouch. I mean, they're state champions. A lot of success under their head coach for the Burrs, Miguel Boca Chica.
Nice kick out. Knocked
And
down.
drains it. Knocked down by Isaiah Mohammed. 6 points.
A little bit about West Catholic.
Go ahead, Do.
Sorry, a little bit about West Catholic. They played in the Philadelphia Catholic League. They finished 20-10 last year, and they had a District 12 title, and they won a 3A state title last year. West Catholic lost every starter from last year, including D1 player Adam Bud Clark and Zion Stanford, who's now at Temple. Pagazi want to look out for is Saeed Lee, the 6'1 transfer, twins Isaac Cole and Israel Cole, 6'6", 6'5 wings, and also sophomore 6'7 Kingston Wheatley, Tyreek Jennings, Isaiah Muhammad, and Makai Waters. And also keep an eye out for 5'10 freshman Javion Bird and 6'2 freshman sharpshooter Xavier Fortney. West Catholic, they're a young, lengthy team from the Philadelphia area with a deep bench, and they pretty much can run with anybody. And then you get over to St. Francis out of Maryland. They're 5-0 this year and 2-0 in the MIAA Red Conference. Their only loss, they have no losses on the season, led by head coach Nick Miles. St. Francis ranked #1 in their area. And they also have a lot of guys you want to feature in this game, and that's Jordan Down, Joshua Lameth, and Josiah Legree.
And Josiah Legree already with 12 points unofficially in this game for St. Francis.
St. Francis is a big team.
Yes, they are.
Want to give a lot of credit to A-Game Hoops for hosting this event, the Rip Hamilton Showcase Classic here in Coatesville.
As we mentioned earlier, Rip unable to be here at his own tournament over in the Philippines with the NBA. He's an ambassador for the NBA.
Absolutely. Must be a wonderful feeling to be an ambassador for the NBA. You can travel, go pretty much anywhere in the world and be recognized. Also want to thank Coatesville for all the accommodations since we've been here. They've been very accommodating, helping us out. That's a quick three. St. Francis on the move, kick out, thinks about it, and that's great ball movement. In and out. West Catholic pushing the ball down. Great move.
Swatted away there by number 15, Donovan Flamer, 6'9" junior. A lot of size from St. Francis Academy team.
Yeah, St. Francis is a loaded team, but we can't discredit West Catholic as well. They're another team who knows how to play, and they always regroup every year and reload pretty much.
Saeed Lee at the charity stripe. Lee drains his second free throw attempt. Gives Lee 4 points tonight. St. Francis now with the ball. And a scramble for the ball. West Catholic Burrs with the possession.
Pulls up for a three. Short. They get their own rebound.
Tyreek Jennings.
tell you what, West Cap is a very unselfish team. They work the ball around the perimeter to their players to try to get the best shot. St. Francis to the bucket. Nice move. Short.
And there for the cleanup. That's Donovan Flamer. And your score, St. Francis 28, West Catholic 17. And we're back. West Catholic with the possession.
We had to cut that sponsorship video a little bit short, but we'll come back to it. We want to give a big shout out to all our sponsors: Yerk Medicare Solutions, Thornton Automotive of Dover, OSS, BLM Construction and Remodeling, S3 Performance Training, Faith Over Fear, Parma Pizza of Dallasound, Basil Insurance, Vertical Raise, as well as Chick-fil-A, Gamlet, and Blended House. And you can see all their contact information and their logo at the bottom third of our screen.
St. Francis with the possession.
And that's
Down
a nice
low.
move.
Oh,
Bang!
dunk. Donovan Flamer.
Donovan Flamer's really starting to make his presence felt, you know, in the paint.
6'9".
Defense and offense, man. He's hard to keep.
Yeah, a junior.
Definitely plays above the rim.
And a jump ball called under the net. Your score, St. Francis 30. West Catholic 17. The Burrs now bring the ball up court.
There's a steal.
Behind the back there, and a scramble for the ball. The Burrs with the possession, bringing the ball up court. .122 remaining here in the second quarter.
And West Catholic is still not out this game. It's still early in the second quarter. They're down by 13, but as he said, this is a state champion team. They got the heart of a champion. They're not going to give up at all. They're going to stay in it for 4 quarters, and they're not out the game yet. Got to give a lot of credit also to St. Francis playing some excellent defense and doing what they want on offense. Nice handoff.
Under a minute to go here before halftime here from Coatesville High School for the Rip Hamilton Showcase Classic. Double header tonight for Sports Shooting Stars. Want to remind the fans that we'll be back on the air next Tuesday as we make our way to York Suburban.
And that's a nice move there.
As they'll play host to West York. There for the cleanup, Donovan Flamer.
And Donovan still putting up some big-time points. Has 8 so far in the first half, including the dunk. It's not the shot that coach wants.
Short rebound by Tariq Jennings. 13
About 10 seconds to
and
go
counting.
in the second quarter. Another three. And there's some
Off
quick
the
shots
iron.
being put up from West Catholic.
Now St. Francis with a potential last shot. West Catholic now steals the ball away.
And they look a little bit discombobulated a little bit towards the end of that second quarter for West Catholic. Let's see what they do during halftime. They definitely need some halftime adjustments.
No doubt about it. And your score, St. Francis 32, West Catholic 17. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game
To you.
heating up. He's on fire.
MTCB. MTCB.
And we're back with the second half of the game. Big time block from West Catholic, number 1 from West Catholic.
Bear with us, sports fans, looking for the rosters here.
Took a little halftime break and couldn't find our stuff. Absolutely, and that's back-to-back blocks for West Catholic's number 1. Nice guard work to the bucket. Josiah Legree was one of those players to watch coming into the game, and he's proven why he needs to be watched. He has 15 points so far in the contest, and he's not done yet. And there he is with a steal. West Catholic has to get some points on the board. Don't want this thing to get out of control. They're being scrappy, getting second chance opportunities. But St. Francis doing a great job of pretty much putting a lid on that rim so they can't get any buckets. Looking to dunk. Meets him at the rim. And Josiah Legree met him at the rim, and he knew he was going up for a big-time dunk, and he said, nah, not this time. And the West Catholic wants to get back into the game. They got to get a couple stops here very soon. They got to get a couple stops and slow down what St. Francis likes to do. Right now, St. Francis is pretty much running it up and doing what they want to do on offense and defense. And West Catholic's no slouch. As we said again, the 3A state champs. And there's a stop, one of many, that they need to get back into this game. It's another block. And that's just a tough play. Tough play. Josiah mixing it, 2 spin moves. Woo! Man, he's a good player. He's a great finisher as well. Tough play. Josiah with the ball back in his hands. And he's going to look for another shot. He's been hot so far. St. Francis holds on to a 15-point lead. 41-26 with 3 minutes and 41 seconds to go in the third quarter. And that's a good look. Just didn't have a chance to knock it down, but that's exactly what they want. That was a good look. Tough shot. Bucket. And we talked about Saeed Lee, the 6'1", transfer to West Catholic. We know he can get buckets. And he has 3 blocks so far on the night. That was a great box out, but you got to get to the ball. And that missed rebound opportunity for West Catholic turned into 3 points for St. Francis.
Back to action here coming off the timeout. West Catholic with the possession. (44-28), St. Francis.
Josiah
Deep
for another
three.
deep three, and
And
he's just hot.
He's on fire.
He's
Josiah
hot.
LaGree. The 18 points.
Josiah's hot.
Ooh, man, dude, he hit the hardwood hard on that play. That's Tariq Jennings. You heard that up here in the broadcast
We did,
booth.
absolutely, and hope he's okay.
Well, he's up on his own feet here, walking it off. But Tariq Jennings, as we mentioned, 6'6". We'll send Tariq to the charity stripe. Well, we know no inbound pass by West Catholic. No foul called on the previous play. But West Catholic burrs possession.
Goes baseline. You got to contain number 4. He's hot right now.
Yo.
He can do a lot with the ball. He's playing around right now. Like, he knows he has that ball in the string. He can do what he wants. St. Francis is burning some time off the clock. Up
Well,
by
and a
19.
comfortable lead right now for St. Francis.
Paying a little bit of ring around the rosy there,
Deep
Todd.
three off the iron. As you said, just trying to maybe bleed some time off the clock. They have a comfortable lead over West Catholic, but still plenty of time here. Just over a minute remaining in the third quarter. 3-point attempt misses for West Catholic.
And West Catholic is getting some open looks, not having the opportunity to knock them down. And that's a good
Scramble for
steal.
the ball, yes. Turnover there, West Catholic with
They
the
have
ball.
to start converting on these turnovers. They got numbers. And that's an and one.
That was Kamari Lawson.
And Todd, from what I can see, it looks like the featured game was at Coatesville versus Central York. That was a packed house here tonight, and I see some fans starting to trickle out, start to make their way home.
Well, for some that have been here all day, it could be a long day. 4 games in total were played here.
Yes,
And
sir.
We picked it up with the Central Coatesville game and then this feature as well. And it looks like Kamari Lawson walking off a little sore to the sidelines. Yeah. Collegium and Octorara played the previous earlier. Octorara won that game, and then New Hope Academy and Executive Education were the first game here.
Yeah, we featured executive education in the past
Yes.
against your Catholic
And Columbia.
And Columbia, yep.
Josiah.
Charter school out of Allentown.
Deep three, falls short.
.20 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, and a comfortable lead for St. Francis with the possession here.
Up by 22.
Deep three off the iron. And it looks as if St. Francis is content to hold the ball, drive to the net.
That's
And
just a
it
tough
put in
shot.
Tyler Baldwin. And we've arrived at the end of the third quarter with your score, St. Francis 52, West. Getting ready to start the fourth quarter, and we're back with the start of the fourth quarter, sports fans, and a scramble for the ball. Looks like St. Francis with the easy bucket there, Josiah Kennedy.
And you see we're mentioning our sponsors there with sponsorship ad. We also want to mention Gamlet, one of our sponsors, located at 1750 Tornado Street, York, PA, 717-845-1651. And as well as Chick-fil-A, located at 2801 East Market Street. And also Blended House. You can find them at theblendedhousevenue.com. We'll have our whole sponsorship video up by next week. It kind of came up on us pretty fast, and we really appreciate the sponsors, what they do for us in the program.
A lot of sponsors have stepped up.
You can see their contact information, their logo at the lower third of our screen.
As West Catholic trying to find an opportunity for a score here, and they get it big time. Isaiah Mohammed, the big three. 9 points for Isaiah Mohammed.
As you can see, St. Francis starting to give some of their reserves an opportunity to go out there and make some buckets and play defense. Most of the starters are sitting right now.
Yeah, Trent Egbermolen, 6'5" junior, at the charity stripe. This is his first of 2 shots. makes his second shot. Igbar Mullen. 55-31, St. Francis. And St. Francis looks to kind of slow the game down here a little bit. Big time three, Josiah Kennedy. Gary Pittman down there, number 23 for St. Francis, 6'4" senior.
Looks like that's a technical foul, Todd, on the West Catholic, sending St. Francis to the line to shoot two.
Josiah Kennedy. And drains them both. .546 remaining. .505 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Watching Sports Shooting Stars. A lot of substitutions now for St. Francis with a comfortable lead.
And that's a wild shot put up.
Yeah.
Now and again, you're seeing a lot of the key reserves right now playing for both teams.
Yeah.
For both teams, really. Yep. And as we said, again, this is a nice test for both teams to see where they're going to be at in this season. It's still very early in the season.
.436 remaining.
We want to encourage the fans that are still watching this broadcast to go to our Sports Shooting Stars Facebook page and Twitter page and also Instagram, where we have our full schedule. You'll see all the games we have lined up. We have about 17, 18 more games to do around the York and Adams County, as well as some other places as well, so it should be a lot of fun. Step back.
Nice step back made there, Josiah Kennedy.
And that's a 25-point lead, 27-point lead.
27 right now. It's just big shot there by number 12.
Soft touch off the backboard in the corner.
Nair Farlow, his first points.
That's a
And
nice
an
pass.
easy yeah, and put in by Gary Pittman's first points.
Deep three.
And drains it.
Oh, net.
That's Xavier Fauntroy with his first points. He's a freshman for West Catholic. Matching threes there. Josiah Kennedy, 18 points.
Right now, they're just trading buckets.
Out front, a little behind the back. And the put in. Tyler
Almost
Bald.
a dunk. Almost a dunk. Still 2
Almost.
points. Still 2 points.
It still counts for two.
Absolutely.
68-40. A 28-point lead now
St.
for
Francis
St.
starting to have some fun out there. Another
They
deep
should.
three.
Deep three. And drains it. Wow. Xavier Fauntroy. We mentioned his name earlier.
We
Two
did.
threes. A freshman for West Catholic.
Not a lot of defense being played
Trent
at this
Eatby
point in time,
rolling.
Todd. It's just pretty much big-time threes and letting the guys get right to the bucket.
70-43. And it's been all St. Francis.
Sees another.
Deep three off the iron.
Well, why not? I mean, he already hit two back-to-back. He might as well go for a
Go
third.
three. Third time's the charm, right?
Nice no-look pass.
Nice
And
move
he got
down
the bucket.
low. Tyler Baldwin. 6 points for Tyler Baldwin.
I just got a fan to hit us up and let us know that Central York cheerleaders placed second today in the PIAA District 3 Championship. So big shout out to Central York
I did see
cheerleaders.
that on Instagram, social media. I congratulated a couple of the cheerleaders that are tied in to yours truly. Yeah, a big. I believe Dallastown competed as well. I'm not sure where they did, but yeah, congratulations to the Central York cheerleaders. A pretty successful day for Central York.
Absolutely. Coming in second place.
Yes.
Great job.
And I believe that was District 3 championship for cheerleading.
As we always tell fans, let us know of any sports-related activity, accomplishment that's going on around the county or wherever. We'll broadcast it or we'll talk about it.
We'll pop out, do some on-site reporting, and there's a bucket by Gary Pittman. And right now, as you mentioned, they're just having fun out there. Not much defense.
The
with
floodgates
just over
are
a minute
open.
and a half to go.
The floodgates are open right now, Todd. It's a free-for-all.
There it is. Maddox Jarzinski with his first points. 6'3" sophomore.
Another deep three.
Off the iron.
And we're about 90 seconds away from the end of this game. About a 75
And
seconds
if you're
away.
West Catholic, it can't end soon enough, I think. Right
Absolutely.
Now. I mean, St. Francis.
Just go back
one of
and
the nationally
regroup.
ranked teams.
Yeah.
In basketball.
St. Francis is ranked number 7 in the state of Maryland. In the state of Maryland. So, they're a top-notch team.
Yes. Nice move down low. Ramir Speaks. Oh, big three there. That was a big three by Xavier Fauntroy, his third three-pointer. Oh.
And this will probably be the final play of the game here. And they still blowing the whistle.
They are. What are the final 9.8 seconds remaining.
I mean, a foul's a foul, right? You got to
Yes, you got to call
what
it.
it is.
Men in stripes here doing just that with 9.8 seconds remaining. But St. Francis is going to walk away with a win here, up by 26, 76-50. As Miles Moore is at the charity stripe. A 6'3" freshman for West Catholic. And a big dunk, and that's the exclamation point by Josiah Lamoth.
And that is the end of this contest.
Yes. With your final score, St. Francis 78, West Catholic 52. Thank you for tuning in tonight to Sports Shooting Stars as we bring the game to you.
And quickly, let's go to give another shout out to our sponsors here tonight, and that's York Medicare Solutions, that's Thornton Automotive of Dover, OSS, BLM Construction and Remodeling, S3 Performance Training, Faith Over Fear, Parma's Pizza of Dallastown, Bayou Insurance, Vertical Raise, and can't forget Gamlet, Chick-fil-A, and Blended House, and Integrity First Home Buyers. Thank you very much for everybody that tuned in tonight, and also our sponsors for helping us get this game on TV and online. Big shout out to A-Game Hoops. And we're going to go ahead and head out, guys. Thanks a lot. We appreciate all the time. And please follow Sports Shooting Stars online on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.